Hello, Crunchy Mamas. How are you? Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, which is clean skincare. And I'm bringing to you Christy, who is the founder of Willing Beauty. And her story is so beautiful. She founded her company with her daughter. Isn't that super sweet? And their story is just beautiful. I love it. And their products are amazing. They were in the Horizon box. I know we sold out of the Horizon box and many of you didn't get your box, but it's worth it to go to their website and take a look at Willing Beauty products because I am in love with their moisturizer, with their skincare routine. I have a teenage daughter, and I'm sure that you guys who have teenage daughters know what it's like, the breakouts and everything they go through. So Willing Beauty is just a great company with a beautiful story, clean beauty products that you can trust. And we are going to hear all about it from Christy as soon. Oh, here is Christy. Hey, Christy. Okay, I think Christy is going to join in as Christy and not as Willing Beauty, right? All right, so let's see if, here she is. Oh, I'm super excited. There she is. She's coming in our live and she's going to tell us all about this mama and daughter story.
Hey, Willa's just coming. She's just grabbing a chair and joining me now.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? We're going to have Christy and Willa, her daughter, who founded the company with her. That's amazing. How are you, Christy?
Here, let me move over. We've got like the one room we're up in Maine for the
Hi,
fourth.
how are you?
Hi, Willa. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you for having us.
Of course. I'm so excited to hear all about your story. I'm not going to talk anymore. I want you guys to do all the talking now.
Do you want to start?
Well, I just wanted to sort of start with you, Wanda, and
Okay.
see how you want to run this. This is
All
the first
right.
time here.
So, well, our mamas want to know first your story, how you started Willa and then Willing Beauty and the skin regimen and all the products and the ingredients and it's amazing that you started this for your daughter with your daughter and you created Willa and then I know the story because I've spoken to Christy before. But our mamas don't know the story, and we know it's just beautiful how you guys started this, and your daughter is beautiful just like you. These beautiful ladies and
the
skin.
coincidence is that actually the genesis for Willing, for Willa, the skincare for clean skincare for teen girls. Actually, the genesis happened in this house, right? Do you remember?
Oh my gosh, in this house.
I do.
Where you are right now.
It got to a point. How old do you think I was then?
You were like 8 or 9.
8 or 9, and I wanted to start taking ownership of my skin. And we were on the 3rd floor of this house, and I was like ransacking my mom's makeup pouches and her skincare pouches. And I said, Mom, I really want to start taking care of my skin, but there's nothing here to do it with because all of the products that we had, and then as we later discovered, all of the products that were in our local drugstores and our local department stores, they were either targeted for adults or for babies, and there was really nothing for my age group. And
you were 8.
My 8 or 9-year-old self viewed that, and I, did for several years after, viewed as some sort of an injustice because as I was growing up, my mom was constantly nagging me to, wash my face and wear sunscreen. But the fact was there was really nothing to do it with. And in her case, my mom was diagnosed with skin cancer when she was 29. Right. And dermatologists told her that what was going on with her skin was a direct result of what she did or she didn't do when she was younger. And since then, we've learned that a really significant amount of the lasting damage happens before a child is 18 years old, which means that it's imperative for them to start taking ownership of their skin from a very, very young age. And once we kind of, saw this white space, We never were like, oh, like let's start a company.
Yeah, that was never part of it. But because I just felt so strongly about the importance of equipping young girls with the tools for their skin that were clean and that they would enjoy using, we decided to make some radical life decisions and build this brand. But starting with our very first product was the sunscreen, you know, because that
started with
critical.
Yeah. So at that stage, we had countless focus groups at our kitchen table where we invited friends and family members and distant acquaintances and neighbors
and your classmates
and my classmates at school. Really
love this.
What girls wanted in their products. So our biggest challenge in the beginning was, okay, how do we create a sunscreen that girls are going to like to use? And then it was also, what do moms care about and what do moms need? So the products that we were creating needed to be safe, but they also needed to be effective and fun to use. And I think we definitely got there.
Yeah. I mean, the goal was really to approach every Willa product from behavior, right?
Okay.
And that extends to Willing Beauty. Like, why aren't girls putting on sunscreen if there's no nag involved for mom, unless they have to, right? They're not doing it on their own. And it was very clear that unless it looked good, unless it felt good, it wasn't going to become second nature, right? They have to really enjoy it. They have to be okay and actually feel that they look pretty great taking an Instagram or a TikTok. So the formulation really had to start there. And then from the foundation of just clean ingredients, no chemical sunscreens, only physical sunscreens, a dry touch to it, you know, quick absorption, and actually improving the look of your skin. And that's sort of that story extended to Willing Beauty, which came about after, you know, we launched to crazy interest, right? We were in major retailers all across the country. And as well as in Europe. And we were actually one of the very first clean skincare brands out there. But what we quickly saw was that our best advocates were the girls and the moms who loved our products. And so we shifted to a social sharing model, empowering these girls and these moms to share these products. And instead of the stores, instead of the J. Crews and Henry Bendel's being able to profit from it, actually allow the moms and their daughters to earn an income, you know, sharing the products. And so that's when moms were like, well, Christy, what are you using? You know, what's for you? And I could, you know, I was like playing chemist in my own bathroom. You know, Wanda, I would use a little of this clean product, a little of that clean product, wouldn't see the results I wanted, use something that wasn't quite great for my skin to get the clarity, you know, address those concerns that I had. And it was kind of, again, this seeing, wow, women really need this product for themselves, but obviously for women, you're really looking for not only clean products, but also what are we putting in the products, right? Exactly. What is actually going to improve the tone of their skin, the texture, the brightness, and that's really where Willing Beauty came into the space, sort of addressing these needs.
So you basically have products for all ages, and girls starting at 8, 9, they can use the Willa line. And then the Willing Beauty is for, at what age do they start with the Willing Beauty? They you know, mature a little bit and then like 20s, 30s.
Well, I certainly think in your 20s you want to start wearing eye cream, and we have a really terrific eye cream. But it's we find that, you know, women and their, you know, new moms are really attracted to it because it's simple, it's fast. You know, we take the sort of time out of it because it's just a regimen that makes it just really easy with just the core products that you need. And that's something that was really important to me, is not to sort of swarm endless SKUs, just really give women the core SKUs that they need. And that's one thing, or one of the many things that distinguishes us from other brands. We have a really tight focus on delivering clean skincare that actually delivers results.
So you basically have what you need.
Yeah,
exactly. And I'm at this age now. I'm 20, where it's definitely that transition phase between the Willa lines and the Willing lines, and I found that I'm able to kind of integrate both in a really special way that fits my needs at this age. So you can definitely kind of mix and match.
Yeah.
So you're transitioning. So when from 8 to until you were 20, you were using the Willa line.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And now you're transitioning to the Willing Beauty. That is such an empowering story that you, mama and daughter, created the company, created the products, and then you empowered all these other mama and daughters to, generate income, to take care of their skin. It's like, it's a win-win in so many areas. That is just, I love this story. It's beautiful. And now you have women all over the world, mama's daughter, not all over the world yet, right? You're in the US with Willing Beauty and Willa. And Willa was in Europe before, and it's still in Europe, right? With the mamas and the daughters.
No, we pulled back to really focus on the US and building up that, group of brand advocates that love it. So our focus here is in the US. It was important that we're really hands-on, and it wasn't a place that we could be flying back and forth to as often as we would need to support the brand. So the focus is here now. But, I just want to make clear that there is a mighty team behind this. We didn't just sort of try to figure out what the best formulas are. We really started from the behavior and then went to the green chemist. We went to labs here in the USA. It was really important for us to be hands-on at those labs, bring in the dermatologists to sort of identify the labs that are sort of best in class in whatever the product was, right? Some are amazing with emulsions. Some are sort of have a focus on sunscreens, sun protection. So it was really an odyssey. And then we brought in just an incredible CEO, Annette McAvoy, who really leads us and has her entire career has been in the clean and the color and the clean beauty space. So
I met Annette, and she's amazing. I love her.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
So I understand what you're saying. I mean, you didn't just create something in your bathroom, in your kitchen, and just tested it out. You had clinically proven products made from, with green ingredients. Everything was tested and proven. So it's, of course, it's a very serious line. It's solid. It's not, just, we're out there testing. It's a very solid company. So that's amazing. But Willa, how much involvement did you have once you test? I'm sure you tested everything, you use everything. How much involvement did you have in, I don't know, sales, marketing, because you're also going to school and you're going to college now. So how much can you get involved in this beautiful company?
That's a great question. When we first started out, it was definitely very all-consuming, and it continued to be for quite some time. The company, as both, which I'm really proud of, really grew up with me, which was special. And in the beginning, there was definitely a lot of marketing. I would be going to the lab, these dermatologists, identifying where we wanted to be manufacturing our products, designing packaging. And then my favorite part was just I had, and I continue to have, the ability to travel the country to speak to young women about the importance of safe skincare.
Wow.
And through them and through that process, I've learned a tremendous amount about time management and organization and public speaking, being able to walk into a room full of people I don't know and share my story. And that was another driving factor behind why we switched to a model where girls and moms would be able to sell the products, because I had gained so many incredible life skills through running my own business and really wanted girls to do the same. And in middle school, when we first started the company, it a bit of a balancing act. But now that I'm in college, I've really found a nice way to kind of balance being a kid and, you know, really loving my classes and doing extracurriculars and things like that, while also staying really connected with our Willing Beauty community.
What an incredible experience she had since age of 9. That's amazing. Wow.
Oh, great. I think for girls and frankly for women of all ages, you know, we all struggle with feelings of confidence, right? So the products certainly deliver confidence by making you feel good in your own skin. You know, we are definitely about sharing who you are, not trying to encourage people to cover up with makeup. Just take care of the beauty that you were born with, and really celebrate that. So I think the products themselves give you confidence, and obviously through the social sharing opportunity, you're able to develop confidence as well through just sharing the products.
Definitely.
And I love what you say. Your skin is your best makeup. When your skin is healthy, when it's well nourished, you know, it has all the nutrients it needs. You don't need a ton of makeup. There's nothing to hide. You actually want to show your skin, your healthy skin, right? Your glowing, beautiful skin. So I think that's very empowering for girls, especially because I see a lot of teenagers wanting to hide this and hide that. And you don't have to hide anything when your skin is so healthy, when you have a skin routine that is simple yet so effective, like what you have at Willing Beauty, and Will, of course, Willa for the teenagers. I love that.
Certainly the women with Willing, the feedback that we get is, you know, women prefer not to be covering up, right? They definitely think they look more beautiful, and they do look more beautiful when you're seeing their skin, right? So that's really the
true beauty
of our products.
Right. That is beautiful. So Willa, you know what you want to do once you graduate from college?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I definitely don't. At this stage, I always want to be attached to helping grow this company that I care about so much. But of course, there are other things that I want to learn about as well. Right now, I'm majoring in international business at Georgetown in DC. So there's many kind of paths that I could take from there, but I do know that wherever I end up, it will be in a good place where I have all of these skills that I've gained from the company under my belt.
With all this background that you have, you know, from starting a company with your mom and growing it and helping other women, other girls, you've done so much empowering since you were so young. It's beautiful. And there's exactly what you said. There's so many paths that you can take, and you can still be involved with Willing Beauty and with Willa. And oh my gosh, precious daughter. Oh, I love her. And so where is Willing Beauty going from here, Christy? What new products? New markets?
You know, we definitely listen to our customers, our beauty advocates. We really take our cues from what they tell us, what the marketplace tells us. And what it's telling us right now, which is pretty fantastic, is I'm not going out. I'm working from home. I'm not, I don't have a lot of time. Certainly I didn't have time before. So I just want my skin to look great, because I'm, you know, only being shot on work Zoom calls or whatever from sort of the neck up. So we feel like we've really, really hit the sweet spot with the way the world is turning. But what we're focused on now is, I hope I can give this away. I hope Annette doesn't get mad at me for this, but a hand cream, right? That is something that we've heard so much. Certainly we were developing it before the Corona hit, and we've been working with a really terrific lab actually down south of you, Wanda, in Florida. And it's just a super clean, beautiful formula with really rich emollients that dries fast, right? We get all the behavior stuff from all of our BAs. They say, well, you know, we need a hand cream. We need it to dry really fast. We want it to smell clean, but we don't want it to smell strong, you know. So we get the whole list, and we sort of combine that sort of behavioral piece with what our knowledge and our green chemist knowledge of what the most emollient rich ingredients would be. So that's one of the ones that hopefully I'm okay to share with you guys.
Hand cream is really a necessity, a daily necessity, something that I use over and over again during the day. And especially, I mean, it's perfect because now with the COVID and all this antiseptic, like all the, you know, hand sanitizer and washing your hands multiple times and hand sanitizer, you go to the supermarket, wherever you go, and your hand gets so dry. So I love that. I love that you're coming up with a hand cream and with the clean ingredients. So tell us a little bit about specific ingredients that you choose. Like, how do you, when you're creating a new product, or for the products that you have, what inspired you? What ingredients that, you know, I know you're picky about your ingredients, what you're going to put in your products. So how do you choose these ingredients?
Well, we start with sort of a no list, right? Gosh, almost 2,000 ingredients that will not ever be in any of our products.
Your no-nos.
The great news is when we started, people weren't as conscientious. You know, 10 years ago, people weren't as educated about the importance of what ingredients shouldn't be in their products, because Wanda, you know this, and I'm sure many of your followers know this, that your skin is your largest organ, and what goes on your skin to a significant degree goes into your skin. So it's just so critical not to have these toxins in your products. And we all know now that you shouldn't have parabens and sulfates and phthalates. Women now really understand that fragrance is something that they don't want to have, they shouldn't have in their products, because that sort of like contains a catch-all. It contains a whole host of ingredients that they shouldn't have. So that's the baseline. And then we go to you know, really powerful ingredients. We have a high 5 complex in most of our Willing beauty products, and the high is hyaluronic acid. And again, this is one that we've had in our products for years and years, and now the industry is like, oh my gosh, you want to have hyaluronic acid in your products, because it is such a moisture magnet. And as you get older, your skin certainly loses moisture, and this really puts it back into your skin. You know, if with hyaluronic acid, it's able to hold 1,000 times its weight in water. So it's a really awesome ingredient to have in your skincare regimen. And then it's one of my favorites. Combine that with the 5, and these are forces of nature, as sort of we describe them, that really help improve your skin, right? I mean, all of us are sort of beginning to see fine lines, where we see the dullness in our skin. We see certainly some discoloration if you've had too much time in the sun. And these ingredients, among them is vitamin C, that really help protect your skin from environmental aggressors, while at the same time help with brightening. We have Venusian, we have sort of minerals from the ocean. So we've sort of identified with a team of green chemists what those ingredients would be that really will deliver the most efficacy in our products. So,
I love that.
But then we have other products that we consider as part of our core, like our Flashback, which is a brightening mask that I do. I'm kind of addicted to it. I do it 2 to 3 times a week, and it is a combination of, you know, alpha hydroxy acid and beta hydroxy acids. And, you know, acid kind of can scare some people, like, I don't want to be putting acid on my skin, but it's really about sort of the intensity of it. And we really, right, you don't need to have a incredibly strong product in order to get the results that you want. So we do it at a low enough level that it's going to deliver the results without any of the irritation that is often found when you use peel.
And your skin and Willa's skin just look amazing. I mean, I know I don't see any filters or anything. It's just your
no
skin.
Filters.
It's so beautiful.
The only filter is main light, but we actually are not outside now because the Wi-Fi is not good. So I don't, you know.
Yes.
We don't have the help of that magical main light right now.
But I love your skin. It's glowing. It's beautiful. It looks healthy. So you're the best model for your skincare line, because that's what you're gonna get, ladies. You're gonna get this skin, beautiful. So this is an amazing opportunity also for mamas. Can they reach out to you to maybe, be part of this team? And because I know there's a lot of moms, new moms that subscribe to our boxes, and some of them are looking for something part-time or something to include to their activity, or when you're a new mom, there's not much you can do except for the social sharing, talking to your friends, and if you have a great product. Are you guys open to new people?
Absolutely. I mean, that's why, Wanda, that's why we transitioned out of retailers to social sharing, because we had a big learning curve. We thought, oh my God, the greatest thing to be in these major department stores. But the reality is, you take your advice on the products that you should use, the doctors you should see. I get all my advice from my friends. I'm not looking for a celebrity to tell me what I use, because I really want the person who's using the products, who knows what's good, to give me the advice on what to use. And that's why we transitioned to sort of social sharing, empowering the women who are using the products to share the products, because those are the ones that you trust most. So absolutely. And
so they can just reach out.
We have the opportunity for girls and to partner with their moms. So
very
all of it
nice.
is on willingbeauty.com.
So mamas and daughters, just go to their website, willingbeauty.com, and get in touch with them, and you can be one of their team members. So we have a few questions that we haven't answered. Some of you already answered, but there's one person here that asked, will it hurt her sensitive skin, any of the products?
Yeah. No. I mean, all the products were clinically tested and formulated to be safe for sensitive skin.
Okay.
That's sort of something that was really important to all of us. I think most people have sensitive skin. I certainly have sensitive skin, so that definitely was a consideration as we were developing the
great
product.
For sensitive skin, and it will not dry skin out. That's another question. No, of course, right?
That's a great question. I mean, there's this kind of misconception that we encounter a lot, that you need to sacrifice safety for efficacy when it comes to choosing skincare products. And I know a lot of young girls sometimes believe that when they break out, the best thing to do is just to fight any acne or breakouts with the strongest, most harshest products possible. But we've learned through years and years of experience that's not true at all. And you can still have hydrated, moisturized, and clear skin minus all of that bad stuff.
Yeah, and actually one of our oils was developed. We have one of our cult hero products are our oils. We have two, Supernatural and Born to Glow. And Born to Glow, again, just 7 botanical oils was developed for acne combination skin.
Awesome. Yeah, that's something else that lots of people have asked. How can I use oil in my skin? My skin is oily. I have breakouts. I'm going to break out if I put more oil in my skin. No, not at all, right? If you use the right oils,
not at all. If anything, you'll see the acne go away. Your skin, I mean,
but using the oil has completely transformed my skin. Yeah. I used to have, dry spots and red spots, and it was just really uneven. But once I started consistently using our Born to Glow product, after a few weeks, my skin is just constantly glowing and clear.
So your skin was oily and you had breakouts, and the oils were amazing on your skin.
Yes, yeah, they totally were, because when your skin isn't properly hydrated and moisturized, it starts producing an excess amount of oil to compensate for the moisture it's not getting, which is what completely contributes to acne. So by kind of replenishing your skin through giving it a natural oil, then you're decreasing that likelihood of acne.
But it's not, any oil, right? This is another situation where we work with a tremendous Again, female founder in Michigan, who all she does are oil. So we've really been able to benefit from her expertise along with what women want, right? So they're dry oils. It's not coconut oil. They're non-comedogenic, so they're not going to clog your pores. You know, so you can't just put any, you know, oil on your face.
Right.
It really is specific.
Right. Coconut oil, for example, my toddler, when she was born, I started, you know, with her with coconut oil, and she has eczema. It didn't work for her skin. She was breaking out from eczema because of the coconut oil. And coconut oil is natural. I love coconut oil. I use it all over my body, my hair, but it didn't work for her. So you really need to know which oils you can put on your skin. If you have breakouts, if you have oily skin, is not, you know, coconut oil you can't use on oily skin. It's going to get really oily. So
yeah, don't go into your kitchen and take out necessarily what's in your cabinet.
Use it for cooking if you have oily skin. So use it on your skin. So we answered, I think, most questions, and I'm just going to go back to that one of those questions we had, which is, how old can my daughter start using this? And from Willa's experience, 8, 9 is when you can start, or even earlier. I don't know. What do you recommend?
The approach that we've taken is that once your daughter is sort of taking ownership of her skin, where she is the one who's bathing herself, she's probably ready for it. So that's, you know, around 8 or 9. They're certainly ready to be washing their face, certainly ready to be using sunscreen every day. And that's just something parents absolutely want to do, is get their kids to be applying it on their own before they head out for the day.
I love this. Thank you so much. I know I told you we were going to talk for 20 minutes and we exceeded a little bit, but this is so interesting, and I'm sure that everyone loved hearing about it. And if you have more questions, reach out to them on their website or on their page, Willing Beauty Company, and you will not regret trying these products. They are amazing. Whoever didn't try it yet.
Thank you so much for having us. This was so fun.
Thank you so much for taking time to talk to us.
Thank you.
And
have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Yes, have a wonderful weekend. Happy 4th. Enjoy. Have a healthy, happy one. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.